If you're subscribed to my YouTube, and you really should be, you will have seen some videos about this project I'm working on here. Well, today we're getting the last wall insulated. Gonna get over the door. Had to rip some trim out around there. That's why there's a gap there. Got this thing right here. That thing right there. It's gonna have all my games in it. And we get to clean up the mess. That's the last of the insulation that we're gonna need. Then we can start organizing guitars, speakers, and other such stuff. But now it's lunchtime. So I've got a burger, some tater tots. Got me a Coca-Cola, and I want my chair. So yeah, just gonna sit down, eat my lunch. Had to put some super expandy spray foam in the wall there, so that's gonna need to cure a bit. But yeah, once that's done, last 2x4 will go right there. Little sliver of insulation there. We'll put another one right about there. Piece of insulation there. And then we are done. It is mid-30s outside. I keep the heater in here at about 61. And my little tiny clock that's been sitting right up against the wall tells me it's an even 50 in here right now. But like I said, it's been sitting against the wall. So it's probably warmer than that. It's very comfortable. If you're subscribed to my YouTube, and you really should be, you will have seen some videos about this project I'm working on here. Well, today we're getting the last wall insulated. Gonna get over the door. Had to rip some trim out around there. That's why there's a gap there. Got this thing right here. That thing right there. It's gonna have all my games in it. And we get to clean up the mess. That's the last of the insulation that we're gonna need. Then we can start organizing guitars, speakers, and other such stuff. But now it's lunchtime. So I've got a burger, some tater tots. Got me a Coca-Cola, and I want my chair. So yeah, just gonna sit down, eat my lunch. Had to put some super expandy spray. Eat my lunch. Had to put some super expandy spray foam in the wall there, so that's gonna need to cure a bit. But yeah, once that's done, last 2x4 will go right there. Little sliver of insulation there. We'll put another one right about there. Piece of insulation there. And then we are done. It is mid-30s outside. I keep the heater in here at about 61. And my little tiny clock that's been sitting right up against the wall tells me it's an even 50 in here right now. But like I said, it's been sitting against the wall. So it's probably warmer than that. It's very comfortable. All right, there we go. So, answer your first question. Your second question first, I guess. There is a handle on it. I've got it plugged into power. It's a little scratchy. I can clean up that volume if you want, but okay, that's lowest it'll go. About a number 3. That's a 6. About a 9 there. And a 10. I don't think there's input-wise any big difference here. It's not uncomfortable. If it was just me out here playing by myself, I don't know. 5, 6 is probably the highest I'd go. Not as loud as I remember it being, but I haven't played with it in a long time. But I've got some contact cleaner. I'll open it up and I'll clean out the jacks and that volume knob. One way or the other. Anyway, there you go, my friend.
Sit here and be made out to be something that I'm not, motherfuckers. You can just.
Hey, how's it going? Just got a little update. Just watching some videos. It's kind of nice. The acoustic bass is gone, man. The band I play with, one of our guitar players, retired. And so the original founding member, who is still with the band's like, well, we either need a bass player, and Jason, you go play guitar, or we get a guitar player, you keep playing bass. I said, well, hell, I don't know anybody who'd want to get involved with a band that plays maybe 4 times a year, but I'll ask around. One of the businesses we work with at the cemetery hired a new guy who's a bass player in a band, and they don't play a whole hell of a lot either. So I asked him, said, hey, how'd you like to join 2 bands that don't play a whole hell of a lot? He's like, dude, sign me up, I'm in. He said, I need to get a new bass, and I need to get a new amp, because the one I've got now is just really like practice-y size stuff. And I said, we got you covered, don't worry, we got more gear than we know what to do with. I said, but I don't know if you'd be interested. I've got this old acoustic bass. It's kind of beat up. All the electronics are still in that little thing right there. He says, if you want it, man, $50, it's yours. He wanted it. So good for him. He got him a bass. I got it out of my way. I think we are missing one guitar. I have one more guitar that could come out. And I could put it back there by the classical or up there by the acoustic. But this is all the guitars. This one, this little cherry burst with the flame top, is for sale. It's a, not that any of y'all are interested. It's an old Stag It's brand new. Like, I bought it to sell it. So when I was running the shop, and the shop closed before I got it sold. So yeah, brand new. I think it was like $300 I'm asking to. Comes with a $90 gig bag. So if you know anybody, send them my way. Plays great, sounds great. Can guarantee that. If I didn't have that Tercer, that one right there, I would use that. But I like the look of that one better. I'm not a big flame top. Anyway, so we're gonna retire this little guy. He's done bang up job for us. But I picked this thing up. I was gonna take it to work. So, just like, oh, there you go. So we could get like because it's got a forecast thing and humidity and all this. And I thought that'd be really handy at work. But it doesn't have the sensor. It's only internal. Like, what the hell do I care if it's 35% humid in here? Spoiler alert, I don't. So it's going to come live in here. It's got everything we need, right? Date, time, now you know. The other thing I did, it's finished. Remember those lights I had? We were going to originally put them up in the ceiling, the smaller ones. Well, I thought, those are still really good lights. I should do something with them. So I real quick built this really horrible box. I need to get a top on it. But I thought, that works. It's not. It's just like one screw holding the thing on right now, so it's a little wobbly. But there's no light. And this isn't great because the shelf's in the way now. But there's the light from that. And there's the light from those. That is so much better. I can see how dirty my rug here is. So that's the new thing for that. I'm going to take this piece that I just picked up, put a top on it. And the reason I got it built is I had enough scrap left over from finishing up this wall. Yeah. So I'm going to need to kind of do something different with the door. Take this piece of trim off. Probably just another 2x4 all along the edge there would be just fine, I think. Yeah, we're all insulated. It's not a whole heck of a lot warmer. And I say that, it's also really cold today. We're going to get down to like single digits this next coming week. So I really wanted to get this done. So I went and did it. Spent some money I probably shouldn't have to get so I couldn't find any of the little rolls. So I had to get the big bag, that stuff. My rolls are 100 or 40 square feet. This was 125. It's a little cheaper to do it this way. And had I known that it was John's Manville instead of this CertainTeed stuff, I would have been doing that the whole time. This is so much better. Like, okay, this is the CertainTeed stuff right here. It's real soft. It's real floofy. We talked about it just gets particulate everywhere. That's the John's Manville stuff. It's a lot more dense. It's still R13. It's the same thickness once it gets up on the wall. But it's better than this. This is still the best stuff, though. This was like $40 a roll. It's $1 a square foot. That's this stuff. That was the best. I liked that the most. But this stuff's great. Got some scrap tucked in a look there and up there and down there. You got the router kind of hanging out under there. I found another one of those. So I grabbed that. Found some of these. Grabbed those. Put some parts in them. Wrong light. Oh, another thing. This light is independent from the power. So you can have the light on and the power off, or vice versa. It's kind of nice. Sorry about the light adjustment there. So yeah, I'd like another one of these, but we'll get to one eventually. Found a real neat little thing that's just like a wall of these. It's like 6 across and 4 tall, but the ones on the bottom are bigger. I'm probably gonna buy one of those. It was real cheap. It's like it was less than this. So got the games moved out here. Kind of got this cleaned up. Tucked the fridge down there. Gonna bring out some of the consoles and redo the shelves a little bit. Of course, it's alphabetized because, you know, I'm weird like that. Dug up an old monitor. That's my old Motu M2 USB interface that I replaced. It's going to be out here until I can get it sold so I can do some recording out here. Little old Lenovo laptop. Sold a little powered speaker. Yeah, I mean, I come out with the intention of like, I'm going to clean up. It's going to be great. It's going to get nice and organized. And I do for the most part. And then I start moving other stuff and things show up on the floor. Like this thing, I ordered one of these back before Christmas. And my plan was, because I got a new gig bag for my guitars, my bass guitar. My plan was, I'm going to throw all of my bass stuff in here instead of that backpack, because the bass will go on my back because it's got better shoulder straps on it. So I need something I could just, like a little duffel bag. So I ordered one of these, showed up too small. So I sent it back, ordered the bigger one. This one showed up 4 days late. I know you guys have heard about my issues with shipping, but we'll pretend. Can't even see it. Pretend this is the United States. This bag left from here. I live here. In 3 days, it went from here to here. Perfect. I'm sold. Great. It's even a day early. But then it left and it went way over here to eastern Montana, where it sat for 2 days and then came back. And I don't mean it like Salt Lake City. It didn't go through Salt Lake. It was here. It was in my city. And then it went over here, and then it stopped, and then it came back. It's the wrong color. Not that that's a big deal, but it's not what I ordered. The zippers are garbage. Like, they're all half split like that. So you got to zip and unzip them 2 or 3 times to get them to work. It's still just a little tiny bit smaller than what the description said it was. And when I went to Amazon to be like, look, I paid extra to have this shipped to me on time. You know, I ordered it on like a Monday. It was supposed to get here on a Thursday. I said, it's the next Saturday. It is over a week late. Ordered it Monday, was supposed to get here Thursday. It is now Saturday of the next week. I said, I would like some sort of something. You know, a little bit of a refund on the shipping costs, maybe. Because it was like $13 for that little expedited shipping. And they're like, well, we can give you $5. And I said, no. That's not really acceptable. And they said, well, and here's the thing. This was what do they call it? Amazon supplied, whatever. Amazon was in charge of delivering this, not the seller. I forget what they call that, but so it's not the seller's fault. Oh, and the other thing. So this showed up, excuse me, in one of those like gray envelopes that you tear, right? Inside that envelope was this bag, and this bag was all collapsed down. It's supposed to be blue, this color blue. Inside that bag, this thing was collapsed all the hell down, which is fine. But that was in like a garbage bag and just like wrapped with tape like 8 or 9 times each way. And I had to cut it to get it open. I'm like, I know I'm going to cut a hole in this damn bag trying to open this thing. Fulfillment. Amazon fulfillment. So Amazon did not fulfill this very damn well. I'm none too happy with it. I don't know what they're going to do about it, because they said, well, you got to fill out a thing, and then we'll send a thing, and we'll get back to you. And they haven't got back to me yet. I'm not like angry about it. It'll still work. The plan was that heart key right there, the one with 2 speakers in it. That's my bass amp, my cabinet. The amp head is in here. And what I wanted to do, those little blue things are supposed to go inside as dividers. So this was supposed to be tall enough that I could stand the power amp up, have one for cables, have one for this, microphones, whatever. And I measured, and this in their dimensions was supposed to fit. It was supposed to have a little... Well, that's just great. It's supposed to have a little extra room. Thanks, little hook. Ain't even that heavy. This one didn't go in very well, so I'm not going to blame it for that. Anyway, and it doesn't fit. It's like 2 inches smaller than it says it is. So this may not get used. I may just keep using that pack, which was also an Amazon thing like 2 years ago. It was just like the cheapest one I could find that was big enough to do the job. I forget, it's called like a Samurai or a Shogun or Samurai Tactical. You know me and my tactical gear, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is so cheap that I follow a guy on YouTube who does props for movies. This is the one they always buy, he said, because it's so... I've seen him do several different videos, and he's got like 4 different of this backpack in different colors. They take this off and they cover this up. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, I really wanted another one of these. This is an Ogio, or however you pronounce it. But that I picked up at a Costco for like $60. Super on sale. Haven't found one since. That's been a great bag. Anyway, there's the update. Got rid of a guitar. Got rid of a little speaker. Added some stuff. I think you saw the thing about the camera stand by now. New little setup over here. I'll get that measured and cut out and just slap it on top of that. Find a place for that. Yeah, we've done 1 episode of the podcast out here. I'm going to plan on doing another. Which is why the interface is out here. I need to find a way, and this was a goal, it still is a goal on the Buy Me a Coffee, and I'm only going to mention it now because it's relevant. If you want to buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/electricleft, we're putting some money together to get a little setup to where I can, almost like a Stream Deck, but not really. Because the way I had to do the podcast last time is I recorded all the host segments, the me talking parts. I thought I saw something on the floor. The me talking parts. And then I had to take that into the house. And I had to like sync it and cut it all up so I could put in the audio for the show with it. And it was a pain in the butt. So, looking for it's another little interface mixer kind of thing that's got some built-in playback stuff so you can cue different tracks. And I could do it on the computer, but it's just the volume thing is obnoxious doing it that way. So that was the plan. Maybe we'll fiddle with it and see what we can do. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to kick in a couple bucks for that, great. It's appreciated. You get the video version of the show if you're a member at the coffee thing. If not, you still get the audio one. It ain't a big deal. That's, like I said, that's the whole pitch for that. So I'm gonna get out of here. I've been out cleaning up, working on stuff, practicing, because now I may have to start playing guitar, and I don't know how many of the songs we're gonna keep from the old set list, so trying to go through the ones I can remember. And might actually talk him into trying to do some new ones. I'd really like to do Tough Enough by the Fabulous Thunderbirds. I think that's a great song. And another one I'd really like to do is Girls with Guns from Tommy Shaw. Look that one up. That's a great song. Anyway, I guess throw this away. We should mention this. When we were doing the rolls, right, we could get, was it 4? Yeah, 4 and then a little bit. With this, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got a partial 9. Leftovers made, no, not over there. Over there. 10. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then, did this window too. Because this window is freaking cold, especially when it's, like, I can still feel it's a little cold. It's better, but it's still cold. So, might have to dig up some of that plastic wherever I put it. It's plastic on the windows. We'll see. For now, I'm going to throw a top on that. Get that piece, measure it, cut it. Probably just set it on top for now, and then I could kind of redo this a little bit, I think. Not that it's permanent. It's not, but that might be a tomorrow project. Anyway, what time is it? I should probably have some dinner. I had lunch about, I don't know, 8 hours ago. Haven't eaten since then. I think I had some coffee, though. Coffee counts, right? Anyway, thank you all. See you later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, February 4th, 11 o'clock. 60 degrees out here in the Groove Machine Dome. And I've been a little busy. Not terribly busy. Kind of cleaned up and organized a few things. I got some stuff out of here. I added some stuff. That's a little better, a little different. Got the little drum set out. Been playing. That's my my gym time. Half hour, 45 minutes every day. Am I good? No. Is it good for me? Yes. Cleaned up in here a little bit. Like I said, got rid of some stuff. Getting rid of some stuff, like this whole stack is for sale. That's for sale. These are for sale. There's that roll of carpet that used to be out there. There's all the guitar cases and everything. Picked up a rug while I was out thrifting. Much better than that carpet. Got a TV. It's doing its update thing right now. And as we've discussed, we're basically to the point where, I can't do anything else other than finishing things. So where we're going to start, and the plan moving forward this year, starting this spring, because ideally I really want to get something on the floor that's not, old AstroTurf and thrift store rugs. But before we can do that, walls and ceiling need to get done. Now, we've started this wall, so we're going to finish this wall. That's number one, project number one. And my plan, my goal here is to come out and drop $200 a month, $300 a month, getting all of this done. Between 2 and 3. So, walls first. We'll finish this one because this one's going to be drywall. This is the only one that's going to be drywall. It's going to take 2 more sheets to do, which is $30, maybe 40. Not too bad. And the reason we're doing this one drywall is because we've already started it in drywall. Just get it done. And then we'll start just kind of wrapping our way around, and we'll end right back here. Now, I've been scratching my head on what to do with these walls. Originally, we were just going to drywall everything, and then I was going to cover it with something to give it some texture. I don't think I'm going to do that because drywall, $15 a sheet ish. The stuff I was going to put on top of that is between 25 and 35 a sheet, depending on the thickness I go. And if I go real thin stuff, I have to have something behind it. But if I go thicker stuff, I don't. If I want it 1/2 inch thick, 3/8, something like that, I don't have to have the drywall as a backing or anything behind it, really, to give it some extra rigidity if I do a thicker piece. So, may just be skipping that and going with the more finish product. A couple people said you should put OSB like that, and I don't want that for walls. This stuff gets dinged up and it just looks horrible. So there's some stuff, I think it's called True Wood. I think that might be what we use. It kind of looks like wood paneling, but it's an engineered product. So it's like MDF, kind of, but it's thick and it's textured and it looks like wood paneling. It gets used a lot for outdoors, like sheds and things like that. I'm thinking that one thing I really want to do, just because it's something I've always wanted to do, is I've wanted to make a textured wall with like pallet boards. I can get pallets damn near anywhere I want as often as I want. And the idea, and it might be this wall, since this one's going to be the sheetrock thing. But you break down the pallets and you put the boards going either way, vertical, horizontal, whatever. But because pallets are all different, they all end up different thicknesses, different depths, different lengths a little bit. And I think it just makes it look really interesting. And the other thing, because the boards on a pallet are not very thick, 1/2 inch, you could double them. You could triple them kind of at random and give it like this really cool texture thing. So that might be what this wall gets. If not this wall, it will be that wall. And I'm hesitant to do it on that wall because I'm thinking desk will go right there. I don't like the idea because it's going to be so close to that breaker box, which, audiophile, like those people like, it's going to make noise in your signal and it's going to be horrible. I don't think it's going to be. I just don't know that I want it that close to the door. So desk might go over here, which means TV and all this stuff will stay over here. The desk I'm looking at getting is an L-shaped desk to kind of fit in the corner. Have my monitors on it, and when I'm doing gameplay, like right now I'm setting this up because I want to try some console recording. Oh, great. I didn't realize this was a Google TV thing. Damn it. All right, I'll deal with that later. Anyway, shift all the music stuff over there, put all the desk stuff over here, put the workbench and all that stuff kind of in the middle. I think that might be a good way to go about it. Because, it's almost springtime. Gig season is fast approaching. So I'll be carrying stuff in and out. And if it's closer to the door, that's less I have to carry it. And that's less I have to walk around it. We take out this wall in the bathroom. We take out the bathtub. We redo this. This all becomes storage. It'll be great. So that's out. That's set up. Games are in it. That box has got my PlayStation 2. I had to order another one. PlayStation 2's in there. It works. The drums are out. One set of them anyway. That's the other set right there. Kind of move some stuff around amp-wise, cable-wise. I like that spinning effect. PA stuff's been moved around. Put one of the guitar stands up because when I would be out here playing, I found myself really gravitating to like these 4 or 5. So I put all the ones that I wasn't playing away. This Pacifica needs some work. I think that's why I have the back plate off. I honestly don't remember. Fretless bass, Gigan bass, Tercer. I've been having so much fun playing that thing. I want to buy a Revstar, Yamaha Revstar, but I'm kind of torn. Be like, do I buy the Revstar or do I just change the pickups in this? Because that's the one thing that doesn't have going for it. It needs new pickups. And then Classicals right there, just because it's fun to play sometimes. Cleaned up over there. Brought the beer fridge out. Sadly, there's no beer in it at the moment. Yeah, just we talked about this wall and what I want to do with storage on this wall. And now that I've had this out and kind of set up a bit, here's what I want to do. I want to basically build like a dresser, like an armoire. No. Some storage. It's going to be this tall. It's going to go all the way across. Well, it'll come in the width of that garbage can. So we'll say a foot and a foot, about that. And it'll go all the way across and have either 2, 4, 5 drawers, or it'll have 3 drawers, something across, and 2 or 3 high. Drawers this size. This is a good size for most everything I would want to store. And then on top of that would be something like this. Go all the way across, pretty much all the way up, maybe to the top of that door, and then down. And it would just be shelves like this. And gaming stuff, whatever, can go on there. I'd make them a little deeper because the N64 don't quite want to fit. But everything else so far has fit just fine. Gets it all nice and on display and organized and easy to grab and go. Yeah, that's the plan for that. Probably hang those cabinets up in the bathroom, since that's going to be storage. Excuse me. And yeah, I mean, that's really what's going on. And then, we'll get into doing this when all the rest of this is a little more complete. Get the bathtub out of here, move that toilet, put in a sink, get rid of that heater, clean up the walls, take out that, take out this. I mean, this is the stone right there, the wall. I don't know what this is. It feels like it's the stone, which, that's fine. Not a big deal. But ideally, storage in here, like for guitar cases, that's okay. It ain't great. What I'd like to do is, I'll take the tallest one I've got. There's a bass guitar case right down there. That one. Stand it up. Add 3 inches. Put a shelf. Guitar cases can go all the way across the bottom. And then, all the way across the top, you can have a shelf. Of course, we'll leave the window accessible just for light. Because we don't really, I don't need light in here. There's light out here. And this room is close enough. Ain't a big deal. Anyway, I haven't done an update in a long time because I haven't had anything to update for a long time. Just, little things here and there. Just been out working. So we need to get this TV set up. This is my capture device. And supposedly, I think it's this switch. Means it will record onto this SD card. So that's why it's out here. We're going to hook it up and try it. See what happens. But I guess I got to sign into my TV. God, that's stupid. Anyway, see you guys later.